by transferring the Central Bank of Nigeria, also part of the Central Bank of Nigeria, to Lagos is an attitude of sabotage toward the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Federal Capital Territory, Abuja was initiated by late General Murtala Ramad Mohammed and Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, and concluded by General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. Tinubu, please, you are voted by we Hausas, extreme northerners. We have voted for you tremendously. And now you are attempting to sabotage the northern Nigeria.
All hell is turning loose, my people, over this new move of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to move some department of the CBN from the Federal Capital Territory to Lagos State. Warnings from northerners up and down. The worst one is even the one coming from the northern elders. I'm going to be reading out that statement for you guys before I let you guys watch the complete video of that video I just played for you guys. But before then, I want to beg you all to please help by liking this video and also share with others so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. And without wasting much of your time, I'm going to read out the news for you guys. This is Northern Elders message or warnings to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It says, the Katsina State Elders Forum has warned President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to, as matter of urgency, reverse the planned decision to relocate some department of the Central Bank of Nigeria, warning that it may face a severe consequences if the decision is not reversed. It also asks him to stop the scheduled relocation of the ongoing expansion project of the Umaru Musa Yar'Adua International Airport in the best interest of Nigeria. The secretary of the forum, Aliyu Mohammed, in a press conference held on Wednesday in the state capital, described the decision as unwarranted and unconstitutional. The briefing is on recent unfortunate development that was brought up, which we want the federal government to address. He said, the intention of the federal government to move important projects from the Katsina Airport to Lagos, according to a letter we saw written by a contractor suggesting to the Minister of Aviation that the hangar project from the Katsina Airport should be moved to the south, suggesting places like Enugu, Calabar or Lagos. This must be instigated by either the Minister of Aviation or one of the closet. They intend to do that for no disclosed reason. The reason given to us were so clumsy. They mentioned things like unskilled labor, the distance between Lagos and Katsina, and lack of water, among other reasons. This project was awarded by the previous government in the year 2022 when the contractors moved to the site and started the job. They commenced work in earnest. It is very surprising and unfortunate that the same contractor who initially agreed to do the job wrote a letter to the Minister of Aviation seeking for relocation of this very important project from Katsina to Lagos. We are calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Minister of Aviation, and whoever is responsible that the Katsina Elder Forum is vehemently opposed to this relocation decision. We are not ready to accept it, and we are warning the federal government never to tamper with this all-important project. There is a University of Transportation located in Daura that could be very relevant to this all-important project in Katsina. Another area of concern is the movement of the Federal Bank of Nigeria, about 11 critical departments. This is a deliberate attempt to cripple the economy of the North. All these departments, they intend to move out of Abuja, will make it difficult for the North and Northerners to access the facilities or the services rendered by the bank. We are calling on President Tinubu to, as matter of urgency, reverse the decision. Otherwise, the North definitely will not move again. They have set some reasons that are unattainable. It is unwise for Tinubu to come today after the North elected him into power to make this decision. He is going against the Constitution of Nigeria. We are therefore warning him to reverse this unwarranted and unconstitutional decision. Whoever is advising the president to make such decision is an enemy of the country and is not interested in Nigeria's development. We are not ready to re-elect him in 2027 once he continues with these decisions. Despite all the challenges of insecurity in the north, Tinubu is not making any effort to curb the insecurity. The forum, on behalf of northern Nigeria and Nigerians in general, want President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to revisit the decision and have a rethink. He should rigid his cabinet by bringing patriotic Nigerians that will advise him to work in accordance with the interests of Nigerians, Mohammed added. The group's comment came days after some civil society organizations in Katsina State also expressed concern over what they termed as unfortunate, deliberate, malicious and subversive attempt by the Minister of Aviation and Airspace Development, Mr. Festus Keyamo, to relocate a multi-million naira project from the Umaru Musa Yar'Adua International Airport. According to the concerned organizations, the airport is not dormant as it has been used for Hajj operations for the past 15 years, where thousands of intending pilgrims are being lifted to Mecca to perform one of the pillars of Islam, hoping that the lesser Hajj operation will soon begin. The project contract, according to the organizations, were initially awarded to Avasta Communication Limited on 7th December 2022 and was meant to refurbish airport rescue and firefighting vehicles of the airport. In a press conference at the press center of the Katsina State Council of the NUG titled No to Relocation of Katsina Airport Project, the National Secretary of Muya Talaka Awareness Initiative, Bishi Dauda, recalled that the contract was awarded without payment during the last administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. Dauda added that this gigantic project would have tremendous economic benefit to Katsina State and Nigeria as a whole. All right, my people, and that is it for you all. You all heard what they said. This one is a clear warning to the president, and no one will arrest these people now for threatening the president. But let it be that this threat or warning is coming from the south. By now, it would have been a different case. But right now, let us take a look at that particular video we played at the beginning of the video.
By transferring the Central Bank of Nigeria, also part of the Central Bank of Nigeria, to Lagos, is an attitude of sabotage toward the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, was initiated by late General Murtala Ramad Mohammed and Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, and concluded by General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. Tinubu, please, you are voted by we Hausas, extreme northerners. We have voted for you tremendously. And now you are attempting to sabotage the northern Nigeria as you are transferring the Central Bank of Nigeria to Lagos and the Federal Airport Authority, FAAN, and we are waiting for some very important federal ministries to be transferred back to Lagos. I want to remember you, sir, Mr. President, that I knew you very well at Lagos about 50 years ago. You hail from a very tangible family. Your mother was the richest woman in Nigeria, while your father was the promoter of entrepreneurship in Nigeria. And for all you now and we Hausas to continue sabotaging the Federal Capital Territory, that was why maybe you showed a nonchalant attitude toward the insecurity that is hovering the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, as the kidnappers had an access to the Federal Capital to kidnap some guests and some men. It shows that a nonchalant, careless attitude by your administration. Sir, be warned. If you are interested in inciting disturbances, turmoil, arson, riot, demonstration in Nigeria or a subsequent one, I warn you seriously to come back to your senses. This is a democratic time, Mr. President. You have committed blunders during your own tenure. You have removed the subsidy without consulting the National Assembly. And our senators and members of the House of Representatives has shown nonchalant attitude by not challenging you. You're supposed to be challenged because you are voted in a democratically dispensated government under democracy. And in democracy, there is need for any leader, whatever hell he may attend to, whatever hierarchy he may be, he is supposed to listen to the National Assembly and write to the National Assembly for two-thirds majority deliberation before the approval. But you remove the oil subsidy. Now you divided the central bank, and you have removed the headquarters of the Federal Airport Authorities. If you wanted to divide this nation,